Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dungeon of the Sad Sage. We're on episode 11. I'm here with Braylef and the infamous Coffee Lich. How are you two doing today?
Doing great.
Most.
All right, congratulations on being the first person to redeem channel points here. The first redeem. Congrats. Pat yourself on the back. I can't do it because I'm too far away.
I patted myself too hard.
Oh no, you did.
I redeemed those points so that you had to come over here and pat me on the back. God damn it.
All right, well, I'll be right back. It'll take me like maybe 8 to 11 hours. I haven't done the math, but yeah.
Okay. We'll just pause the stream until then.
All right, everyone, be right back. Oh, and also since you've redeemed first, no one else can redeem it because I've said it. I mean, hopefully, if I've done it right, I've said it specifically so it can only be redeemed once per stream.
Hmm.
I feel like it's cheating for us to redeem that.
Well,
It might be, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm Faust.
sounds like people have to pop in, right, when they see the notification and try to hurry before those of us hanging out in stream. Oh, you know what some people do, especially simps? They like to hang out in the streams before it's stream time, waiting for their favorite streamer to show up, and then so they can show just how dedicated and devoted they are. I would never do that. I'm talking about other people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's move on from that topic so we don't ask any more questions about my streaming or watching habits. Would anyone like to recap what happened last time?
No.
Dang it. Well, session over. 3
Over.
minutes and 6 seconds. Second place.
We explored with our new revenant friend. We kicked some ass. We killed like a metric shit ton of goblins. And then 2 Ettins are called, I think. See, we got some amount of loot. What did we get? I think I got a circle of blasting. Yeah, circlet of blasting. And then we finally found the stairs to the second floor. And as we descended them and leveled up, that is where we ended the session.
Yes, we made it to the infamous second floor. Perhaps it will be the last floor that we embark upon. Because there's only 2 floors.
I hope not.
Lightning has already decided that he is done with this campaign.
No, I'm having fun with the campaign. I'm just joking that maybe Dolce will die or re-die or
that means nothing here.
Death does mean nothing here.
By all rights, this is a party where everyone has died minimum 1 time.
Mm-hmm. Just another page on the resume at this point.
The NPC is the only person who hasn't died at least twice at this point.
Imagine dying only once. But yes, welcome in, Reese. Yahoo, indeed. Was there anything else in your recap that you needed, Brayla, before I reveal, pull away the tablecloth and reveal the map?
I think that was it.
Okay. Let me scroll to the tablecloth and pull down at a 90-degree angle so that everything stays on the table. And ta-da, here we are.
Oh, is that how you're supposed to do that?
Apparently you're not supposed to pull away. You're supposed to pull down. I wouldn't know because I've literally never done it. And
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see that logic.
Also, thank you for the affiliate. Congrats. Okay, time to find out where we are on this map. I'm tempted to relay the tale of when I told you both about it.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, we got to the second floor of the mega dungeon, and wouldn't you know it, the floor's big.
It took me so long to... Alright, here we are. Finally found out where we are.
It zoomed in all the way, and I was just like, oh man, he's never gonna find this. Needle in a haystack shit. Well, welcome to floor 2 of the dungeon I had made. Floor 2 of the Undermountain. So, the party, Dolce, Silly Pickles, and Yuane, descend these stairs for what feels like an hour. And at the bottom of the stairs, you find more stairs down.
An hour? Damn.
Big mountain.
Well, we're officially like 1/20th of the way through the dungeon or something. Hooray!
Hooray!
Progress.
And welcome in to Defeated Smurf. Woo, indeed. We're about to not die, hopefully, as I've indicated in this title. Maybe this floor won't kill us. Maybe there'll be friends here instead.
Keep forgetting about the fact that I have a character that I've got to move around now. I gotta manage that and also manage like revealing shit for you guys.
Mm. I don't know if you'd be up for giving us permission to move the token. It would also let us see, I think, the health or stuff maybe, so I can understand why you wouldn't want to do it.
I would rather avoid giving you guys control over the NPC.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how things go over time, but I don't want the NPCs. I don't want to turn either of your characters into pet classes. Okay. Let's see. As you continue down the path, you notice that this straight path ends shortly ahead of you, and you can see even from this distance that it splits off down a different path down that hallway, but also immediately off to your left, right on the map, left for your characters, there is an entrance to another path right here.
Oh.
You can hear some indistinct sound coming from down this immediate path, but nothing that seems close enough to. It doesn't seem like it's in this next room, but you can hear it coming from down this path.
Hmm. It's a second. What's the name of that? Mr. X? Mr. Flesh? Mr. Flesh Returns.
That's the one.
It sounds like it doesn't sound like one terrible abomination against the gods. You can't really tell exactly what the sound is, but it doesn't sound like one monster.
Okay. I thought you were going to say it doesn't sound like one terrible abomination against the gods. It sounds like two terrible abominations against the gods.
I mean, I would save that until you guys were in the room, and then I reveal them, and then I would show you that you were fighting 15 flesh golems.
Good to know.
I say we take the path of least resistance.
I'm glad you moved forward because I wasn't sure which path you meant. Ooh. Sliver. Oh my god. Scared me.
You're out in the corner, and there were 5 flesh golems. No.
Oh, I believed you. I was getting ready for that combat.
I really hope that you didn't believe me. You are very gullible if that's the case.
I am.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was
Be honest.
I was thrown off because I should have known because one of them wasn't on a tile, like a specific tile. It was kind of like, I don't know.
You also should have known because of the fact that I accidentally revealed a sliver when I was trying to just like select that one and move it. Okay, so you enter. You turn down the hallway, and the room in where'd Blockhead go?
Blockhead's dead. No. Oh.
Sorry.
Probably just left him behind or something. So there are a few notable things in this room. Specifically, one, the floor is absolutely covered in trash, debris, and general rubbish littered all about the floor. The next thing you can notice is that, as you could tell from the other room, the sound that you could hear is much more audible now, but it is obviously not coming from this room. It's coming from farther down this path over here, and it sounds very distantly like someone hitting something made of wood and people chatting. And there are also several bas reliefs all about the walls, depicting dwarves carrying supplies. Or at least you assume that they once were dwarves. Closer inspection reveals that all of their faces have been chipped away over time and replaced with cartoonish goblin heads drawn with charcoal.
Haha.
Photoshop.
Yep, goblins invented Photoshop.
Yep, you heard it here first, folks. I almost typed it in my notes. Cartoonish goblin heads filled with Photoshop instead of charcoal.
Well, before we move on, I will investigate the rubbish to see if there's anything cool in here.
There's rubbish in here.
I would like to investigate the bas reliefs to see if there's any secret nooks or crannies, as I am an expert of nooks and crannies.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, both of you give me those rolls.
All right, will do. Also, welcome in, Pretzel. Good luck saving up for the RR before I use inflation to increase the prices.
My sibling and her spouse play horror games every Sunday. They call it Spooky Sundays. And her spouse is the one that's actually playing the games. They have a like 10,000 point redeem incentive to force my sibling to play for like I think it's just 3 minutes maybe. It might be 10 minutes. I'm not 100% certain. I think it is 10 minutes actually. Anyway, so I've barely gotten to see any of their streams because they stream on days that I'm working. So, but on the first stream, I started getting points. On the second stream, I looked at the actual incentives and saw what the points were used for, and saw that forcing my sibling to play costs 10,000 channel points. And then on the third stream that I was able to catch a couple weeks later, it cost 15,000.
Oh my gosh!
They were like, yeah, 10,000, man. People still manage to save up and force her to play during like boring or frustrating times. So they were just like, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, there's a whole channel point. I love the whole channel point economy that I've come to learn about. There's a stream that I was in where they had Ara set to like, I think 10,000, but then they lowered it to try to incentivize people to save up and trigger it. So they dropped it to 5,000. What a steal! 50% off? I mean, not that I'm interested in hearing that from anyone. Of course not.
And yet you put it as one of your incentives.
Yes, because I'm trying to simp bait here. You know, people like Pretzel come in and I'm like, yeah, you too, if you hang out long enough in chat, can save up enough channel points to, do things, guide the raid, have me do a tier list, see my abs, or have me do an RR.
I was wondering about the see my abs one. I'm like, am I missing something on that, or is that exactly what it says?
Yes, you folks at home will have to find out, and I totally won't tell the coffee lich later what the redeem actually is. You're allowed to know the secrets, that's for sure.
Just spoil all the secrets in the chat.
No.
Dolce, you do not discover anything interesting about the bas reliefs. Were you going to roll to investigate the rubbish? I can, if you would like, save you some time.
If there's nothing in here and you feel like just telling me that, by all means.
There was nothing there was nothing hidden amongst the rubbish. Or is there?
There's nothing among
Hooray!
us. Yeah.
There is now incredibly useful stuff hidden among the rubbish that you will no longer have the ability to find. Just because.
Yeah, right, that's fine.
15 vorpal blades, you say? Give me 1 sec. I'm looking up D&D 5e artifacts.
Nice. Oh, and thank you for the compliment on the potion sub badge. I'm very excited about the color scheme. Basically, for subs, first you get a blue potion, and then down the line your potion gets warmer in color, the longer you've been subbed. And I've saved the best colored potion for last, the yellow potion, as yellow is one of my favorite colors. For no other reason.
We found Baba Yaga's mortar and pestle. Ugh.
Aha!
Fuck that whole sentence up, but whatever.
It's this campaign's version of we have to have a Baba Yaga in every campaign.
Yep. So, as you advance further down this path, off to the right, you are able to hear a lot more chatter going on down the right path, but down the path straight ahead, you're able to determine that is the origin point for the sound of someone hitting wood. Specifically, Silly Pickles, with your much superior dark vision of, what was it, 120 feet or something?
I think it's only 60 feet.
Too late now. I don't care anymore. It's 120 feet for the purpose of this reveal. You can see that there are a couple goblins down at the end of that path that seem to be building something, and they are chattering amongst themselves. The sound of something hitting against something wood appears to be them building something out of wood. It's the sound of a hammer driving nails into wood. Even from this distance, it looks vaguely haphazard, though.
Oh boy, immediately more goblins.
It makes sense given these bas reliefs that there are goblins about. They must hate dwarves. Thinking back on the bas relief and how they ripped off the heads of the... Okay, not ripped off the heads, but sorry, etched them out to replace them with their own.
Pretty sure that's standard.
What, goblins and dwarves have a rivalry?
Archetypically, anyway.
Interesting.
Didn't you watch the Moria scene in Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring?
No.
No.
I'll kill you.
I'll
kill you both.
So, I hope we can still be friends. I've actually only seen the first 3 Hobbit movies, and I haven't seen... Oh no! I'm sorry!
I'm the DM now.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so...
I know they're good. I know I need to watch them. I will get around to
Dolce
it.
you find, the mighty servant of Luco.
I don't know what that means. Oh, is that your DM persona?
No, it's an artifact.
I like that your first act of DM is to completely uproot the entire campaign.
Yes, that was a joke.
Yeah, I'll get around to watching them for sure. Because Pretzels and my mutual friend Luna, she adores that series, and so I know that she'd probably be upset at me if I haven't watched the movies at a reasonable time. Oh my gosh, Reese, thank you for the subscription. Oh my gosh, our first subscription. This is exciting, which means we can get one more emote.
Yay!
Yay!
Simp.
Oh my gosh, I was just talking to Reese about how anytime someone mentions the word simp, I'm gonna activate a special video on stream, and you said it, but I haven't prepared the video yet. So
Simp.
Braylev, thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Oh, with Amazon Prime, because chatters, you too can use your free Amazon Prime subscription to support us here and activate more emotes for us. So Thanks, Braylove. I really appreciate that. I feel like this definitely makes up for the time you followed me midstream.
We have fun here.
That was good. Pretzel, thank you for the subscription. Oh my gosh, y'all are. I wasn't. Oh, thank you. All right, it's 3 more emotes if my math is right, and I was good at math. Yes, feel free to enjoy your new sub badges, featuring my favorite, cutest dungeon entity who I did not see. My character did not see and almost walked right into one. Right, the
Gelatinous cube.
Yes, the gelatinous cube. It's adorable. Yep. It's great. Yes. Also, hope you all enjoy your founders badges. The founders badges are pretty interesting. The first 10 people to subscribe to a channel get the infamous pink and purple founders badges. It used to be that no matter what, the first 10 people would have the founders badges, and if those people had wronged you in any way, someone I know, they still have the founders badges, like even if you block them from your channel. But then Twitch came along with the ability to remove founders, and so they can pass on to people who are more deserving. So yeah, it's nice to see them. It's a nice radiant color. You get the first next to you, so kind of like your first redeem with the channel points at the beginning of this stream. You have an eternal first, as long as you're subscribed.
Again, it kind of feels like cheating that I get to be one of them, but I'll take it.
You are an important founding member of the experience here on this channel, so I'd say it counts. But yeah, thank you all, Reese, Braylove, and Pretzel. I really do appreciate it. Now I'll try my best to pay it forward and invest things back into the stream to make things an enjoyable experience for all of us. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Before we get going, Pretzel, thank you for the 10 bits. First of all, excellent choice for the bits. I love them. I gotta get bit badges. I'm sorry. I didn't think anyone would. I can see the future, as a character, but I didn't think that people would donate bits, so I don't have bit badges ready yet, but I will work on that for sure soon. Yeah. Thanks again. Okay, I think we're ready. Yeah, I'm excited about these badges for sure. They're cute. Wish they would all be approved.
Yep. Oh, wait. Good. Where were we?
We saw those haphazardly fashioned. They were Minecrafting up there.
Yep. So, yep. Although down this path, there seem to be some goblins building something out of wood. Even from here, at this illegal viewing distance, you can see that it's not the most well-crafted thing. And off to your right, you can hear a whole lot of chatter.
Okay. Do we want to go through... Do we want to go to the social encounter or the combat encounter?
In flying.
Well, I assume...
Both at the same time. Let's lure the goblins over into the social encounter.
It's like when you're trying to lure your friend out to go to a party or something. It's like, hey, or like you're telling your pet, hey, we're just going to the park, and then you just take them to the vet. We can do that if you want, but I guess in the spirit of what you said earlier about the path less traveled, we could go, or the path of least resistance, we could go to the right.
Sure.
All right. Yes, I love this emote too. It is what I look like actually right now. I am wearing sunglasses. I am doing finger guns or whatever he's doing right here. I know it's 11:35 at night for me. But how else am I supposed to look cool without sunglasses?
Mood. The two of you round the corner into a surprisingly well-lit room
Oh my god.
filled with goblins and vendor stalls.
This is so cute. I love this. Oh, this is so cute. I love shopping.
The various bits and pieces of chatter that you heard were, in fact, goblins going about their business, shooting the shit, chatting about their days, and haggling back and forth on the prices of various goods. Occasionally, you'll see a goblin get into a very heated argument with one of the vendors, and then very shortly after you see a couple other goblins that are armed with some basic spears and scimitars walk up to the unruly goblin and just kind of grab him by the shoulders and drag him away.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this.
I also wasn't expecting this. Also, Pretzel, thank you for the 5 bits. I really appreciate it. Well, when in Rome, what's Rome? All right. I'm gonna see how much money I have. I feel like I don't have much money.
Oh no, most of our money is in Grimville store credit. That's not good here.
Oh, I got worried for a sec because if you remember in I almost said Solstice, Ghost of Saltmarsh, Solstice had the specific agreement to only purchase like from specifically Artemi, right? Or was it the wizard? Sorry, it wasn't Artemi. It was Artemi. Sorry, I'm mixing up people. Yeah, and so like stepping here, I was like, wait, am I allowed to buy from here? Oh yeah, that was a different character. I can buy from here.
Yeah, you got an exclusivity deal with a particular wizard who would sell you potions on the cheap, but you were never allowed to buy potions from anyone else.
Well, what can I say?
Conveniently, potion buying never actually came up outside of that guy and Artemi.
Phew. What can I say? Solstice, like me, is a devoted individual. All right. Is there a stall that looks to be closest? Is there...
There are no stalls that are themselves anything specific or particular. The map doesn't even go into where the stalls are located. However, between there are 8 stalls in total, I believe. Yes, there are 8 stalls in total. Altogether, each of them have 2 vendors walking them, either so that they can have one person handling the money and one person handling the inventory, or possibly so that they can just ring up multiple sales at once. It's a little unclear, but altogether there are 8 stalls and 16 vendors.
Cool. All right.
To be clear, none of the goblins are immediately hostile to us upon walking in.
Well, the various guards seem to be watching you pretty closely, but no one seems to be doing anything. And pretty much right after you got in here, you could have noticed a couple of the vendors' ears poked up as soon as they saw you, and there's at least one that's actively beckoning you over to their stall.
Ooh.
Adventures surely must mean a large influx of money.
Yes.
Yeah, you would think so, huh?
When you asked that, I just imagined again Suchi from Fridays being like, "Oh, so we're going non-lethal," or the joke where it's where, "Oh, so it was a joke." It casually throws rock away.
Saying this, she casually threw aside a large rock.
Yes, there we go. Those are the words exactly.
Alright, Silly Pickles will float over to the one beckoning us, wherever it is.
Yes, I will follow.
Let's just say it's like over here-ish.
Okay.
Who cares? Like I said, they don't tell me where everyone is. They said that 16 of these goblins are vendors, but there doesn't seem to be any like good or clear pattern for that.
Wait, this is basic base, vanilla.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
This is-
adjusted this encounter.
No, this is not the thing that I added at all.
Wow, I'm surprised that this is here.
So, yeah, me too. I started reading this, and when I started reading up on floor 2, and this collective area is all area 1. This is the first thing I got to read, and as soon as I got to area 1B, I was like, oh, cool. So floor 2 is when this adventure starts actually feeling fun. Awesome.
Oh,
There's stuff happening now. This is great. This is amazing.
oh my gosh, feels like yeah.
I am excited about floor 2.
All right, that's good because when you're excited, we're excited. It's a good time. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
This is not what I added. This is not the thing that took hours of my life.
Ah, yes, DMing, a time-consuming process.
Yup. So, the goblin that beckoned you guys over welcomes you to his stall. Welcome. Welcome to Grillbo's finest goods. What can I, Grillbo, do for you today?
Well, Grubbo.
There were 2 goblins manning this stall. Both of them are wearing name tags that have their names written very crudely via charcoal in common. Both of them say Grillbo on it.
Well, Grillbo, let me just tell you right now that I see Grillbo's finest good right here in front of me.
Ever the slut Dolce walks up to a goblin and immediately starts floating. I love it. Love to see it.
I did recently determine that Dolce is the thirstiest of my OCs because I don't know if you saw the post going around on Tumblr that said which of your OCs is the thirstiest, and I had to go through, and I was thinking to myself, okay, Dolce is first, my Bard is second, which is interesting, the Bard being second, of course, and then Arbiter Caviander is thirsty indeed, but thirsty for capitalism, so she doesn't count as first.
Damn.
Yeah, I just heard Grillbo's finest goods. I'm like, I have to hit on Grillbo. I'm so sorry.
But which one? Are you gonna hit on Grillbo or Grillbo? There was 2 Grillbos.
Oh, they're both. Yeah. I heard the name tags now. I am looking at the name tags now. I am visibly sweating. Probably just the closest. Path of least resistance.
Fair enough. Grillbo being a well-established man of the mercantile profession is unswayed by your ham-fisted flattery.
Was worth a shot.
The prices are unaffected.
Oh, you beckoned us over. Looked like you had something to sell us. What do you got?
Let's see. What does Grillbo have to offer you?
By the way, I love this bass on this track. It's so satisfying.
Yeah, I did a good amount of musical work on this earlier, finding different songs, for this floor. I liked the idea of just like leaning into like very non-fitting like jazz music. So like all of the songs that I picked up are jazz with one singular exception.
I love this.
But yeah, it took me a while to settle on a song for the Goblin Bazaar, but I enjoyed this one. Let's see. One of you guys roll me a 1d4.
Okay. I'm on it. Got a 3.
3, alright.
Also, thank you for the name color compliment. It is new. No longer pink. Not that there's anything wrong with pink. I love pink.
Pink's my favorite color.
Nice. I feel bad now for switching my color away from pink.
You should. Anyway, so Grilbo shows off his various wares. Grilbo and Grilbo of Grilbo's Finest Goods, or, believe it or not, in the business of trade goods. So you got things like wheat, flour, chicken, salt, canvas, iron, a bolt of cloth. You could get a solid pound of copper. Stuff like that.
Ah.
Only the finest goods at Grilbo's Finest Goods. What can Grilbo and Grilbo get for you today?
Wow, this looks like a wonderful selection. I know my friends back home would love to work with you for our inn/tavern that we run, but I've been preoccupied with down here. So, well, how many chickens are there?
He has a single chicken.
Oh, it's a single chicken. Okay.
Is it live?
Is it alive?
No.
Yes. Damn it. I thought this was
No,
me a carryover.
I don't want to give you a fucking pet chicken. We already did that.
Well, yeah, that's exactly why I wanted it, because we had one for Captain Man and Dr. Rock and them.
He's
Joe.
done that in like multiple games already.
I'm sure. Braylon
Multiple meaning
has.
too, yes.
You made a specific point at one time about commenting on how many chickens one of your characters could afford to buy with his starting gold.
A chicken is 2 copper pieces in the fucking player's handbook.
On that note, if you were to inquire about the price for this chicken, it would be 6 copper pieces.
6 copper pieces. Well,
I'll take it. Say Pickles will say, handing over 6 copper pieces.
Thank you for your patronage. He hands you a finely aged raw chicken.
I will possess the corpse of the chicken.
oh my god. Right here in
Yep.
front of my salad.
God, what a reference.
And
Screaming on.
this headless, plucked, just prepared chicken will just run around like a chicken with its head cut off for a minute before falling over dead once again. Worth every copper.
Please don't do that. You're scaring away our customers.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about her.
What if the goblins would be into that sense of humor?
What's that supposed to mean?
That's kind of racist, Daffodil.
I mean, goblins have good senses of humor.
True. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Anything else we can get for you today?
You know what? I think I'm good. I think I'd like to check out another stand, but I will definitely come back to you if I need anything.
All right. Have a good day. Please come again.
All right, on to the next one. No, Dolce's racism is not rubbing off on Silly Pickles. I certainly hope not. All right, this is the next stall, right? I'm trying to tell 1, 2.
Like I said, it doesn't really match up.
Okay. Well, I will move down. I'll work our way down. I'd like to check out the stall to our south.
Sure. On your way down, Yuane gently grabs you by the arm to get your attention.
Yes, Yuane, everything okay?
I believe so, yes. Though I can tell that one of my old party members is nearby. I'm not exactly sure where, but I know that the bastard's close.
Are they a goblin?
No.
Oh, that's right. You told us what they are.
2 humans and a dwarf.
Right, Copper Stormforge, the dwarf, Midna Talbarth, and Rex the Hammer, the humans.
Yep.
Well, you could ask around, see if anyone's seen them.
If any of these goblins have allied with any of my former party members, I'd rather not tip my hand so brazenly. I feel I should let you know we weren't exactly the most noble of people.
Yeah, I've gathered that based on your descriptions. And Kellum.
It's okay, we're also not noble.
I have gathered that, yes.
What do you mean? We're the most
Daffodil is wonderful.
wholesome
What are you talking about?
beacons of goodness that I've seen so far in this dungeon.
God, I'm just thinking about how you replaced that dude's head with Blockhead. Ugh. Ugh. We're very wholesome, yes.
Angel emoji. Amazing.
Well, is this a 6th face to Blockhead? I've never noticed before because every time I look at Blockhead, it's always been on the other side. Amazing.
It would appear the blockhead has more than 6 faces.
Oh my gosh. That would like break physics or something. Keep a bag of holding away from... Wait. Yep. All doomed.
Well, the good news is that you guys can't afford a bag of holding anyway, and also Silly Pickles can't pick up a bag of holding. Chump. That's what you get for wanting to play a fucking ghost.
Ooh.
True. We'll just have to find a haversack.
So I did actually end up looking that up. Are you familiar with what a haversack is?
Isn't it just a bag of holding light? Like it's like not as good?
Hilariously, yes and no.
Okay.
So for starters, a bag of holding is actually like pulse-sized.
Yeah.
A handy haversack. Are you familiar with like those fucking chonky ass backpacks that you'd see a hiker wear? Because that's what a haversack is.
Yeah.
So the handy haversack is half the weight of a bag of holding, but is like the size of Silly Pickles. But the real thing is that while the bag of holding is just a single bag, a single pouch that can hold up to 500 pounds worth of stuff, the haversack can hold significantly less, but also it has 3 distinct pouches or pockets to it, and each one of them has, I think it actually has 4, but each one of them has its own strict carrying capacity. So you can't actually just like necessarily fit like its full amount in like a single pouch. You kind of are supposed to be keeping track of like what pouches have how much pounds of what in it. But otherwise, a handy haversack is functionally just a half-weight bag of holding that's slightly less convenient to use.
Well, I'm glad to know about it now because I think it's a good reward. Probably, it seems like a good scaling reward to give to a party so that they're not just immediately gifted with bag of holding. Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I guess I'll just look around and see if there's any stalls with anything more useful to us.
Well, they're all. Between all of the various stalls, you can purchase basically anything non-magical that's in the equipment chapter of the player's handbook.
Ooh.
You'll find stalls that sell armor and shields, weapons, adventuring gear, tools, and trinkets. Not mounts, vehicles, or magical equipment, though.
Yeah, that's fair. See a pile of 6 horses behind them.
Fully prepped and ready to eat.
Thank you for making that joke. I couldn't figure out how to get the how hungry joke in there, and I'm very glad you went with that.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm so hungry. Horse looking almost. How hungry?
Realistic looking horse.
Yeah, I'll look through the adventuring gear just to see if there's anything that stands out to me that we could use. Probably not much that I can use, but I'll look.
Is it just a table without the things you mentioned?
No, I'm just looking at the equipment menu in the player's handbook.
Yep.
And you said weapons are here too, right?
Yep. Between the various stalls, everything is here. That's non-magical or mounted or vehicle. Though technically speaking, the way that the book describes it, there theoretically could be vehicles and mounted stuff in here.
So does everything follow the trend of the chicken where they're upcharged like 200%?
Yep. Everything here is sold 3 times asking price in the player's handbook. They will also buy stuff from you.
Ooh.
If you have excess wares you no longer need.
Ooh. Well, perhaps then we could... Wait, did we sell
I will
those?
attempt to pawn off my Ring of Virility if any of them will take it.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the Ring of Virility again? It's a concerning name, and I remember when we got it. I just don't remember what it does.
In my inventory, it's the Ring of Viagra, but I'm pretty sure it was a ring that was meant to promote like virility and potency or whatever. It's not magical, but the goblins don't necessarily know that.
Oh, I see. It's like a placebo,
Mm-hmm.
or a snake oil. Okay. Well, since Daffodil is the most evil one in this party of 3 that we have, you could pawn it off. Yeah.
That's debatable.
I say as Dolce is actively threatening a goblin in the corner. Not really, but. But yeah, do we still have these iron ingots that I see? We had like.
Yeah.
Right.
Wayne's carrying them around.
Right. Wayne
Added
does so
them to
much.
his inventory.
Well, we could sell them at the trade place, right? Because they have iron also, in addition to other things like the bolt of cloth and the solid powder copper. So perhaps we could try to pawn it off over there.
Good call. What's the total value of it all?
Well, it's supposed to be 5 silver each, for a total of it looks like 600 silver or 60 gold, based on my in-head math, which could be super wrong. But
Yeah.
it leaves it to say whether or not they're going to accept these rates, because given the fact that they're selling things at 3 times the amount, I'm worried that they'll... I mean, maybe they will take things at 3 times the amount. Maybe they'll take things at a third of the amount, you know? Guess we'll find out. So if you'd like, let's go back up and talk to Grillbow. Yeah, as opposed to Grobo. And I'll...
Fuck Grillbo. All my homies hate Grillbo. Anyway, Grillbo, I'd like to make a sale.
All right, I will stand behind Daffodil with Ywain, kind of like we are the lackeys holding the wares. Unless you're not as charismatic as I am. Let me double check.
I have a solid 10 in charisma.
But I'm sure that you, as a ghost, have some sort of proficiency in persuasion, yes?
No.
All right, Dolce will sidle up to Grobo and say, Grobo, old friends, I've noticed some of your wares, and I actually was wondering if you would happen to be in the market for these bad boys. And Dolce will use her umbrella kind of like those con artists will like swing a stick around in a cane, or like Grunkle Stan from Gravity Falls, you know, when he's got his cane with the 8-ball or whatever it is on it, just like swinging that around, like look at these puppies, and kind of gesture towards Ywain to reveal the iron ingots.
Ywain very untheatrically opens a big sack in which he is holding 120 iron ingots with shocking ease.
Muscle of the party, you know, got the muscle, got the brains, gestures over to true.
He's the muscle of the party, looks at skeleton.
Yes. Dolce will try to pitch their wares.
Iron ingots. We don't see much of iron down here. Plenty of copper, yes, but not much iron. He seemingly magically evaluates the total value of the sack of iron and says, I'll give you 300 gold for all of it.
Oh my god, I mean, wow, what a fantastic offer. I knew you were a shrewd business person when I saw you.
Silly Pickles gives her a thumbs up.
Alrighty. Dolce will gesture towards Ywain and ask to hand over the ingots, and she'll say, the deal sounds good to me.
Great. So Ywain hands over the ingots, and between the three of you, you get 300 gold because I am an idiot and forgot my math. So now the goblin is an idiot and forgot his.
All right, 100 each. Right? You said 300.
Yeah,
Yeah, it should have been. Okay. So yeah, Lightning had it right. That whole bag is worth 600 silver, so it would have been worth 60 gold.
Oh.
So you could have gotten 30 gold from that, and but like I only like calculated out the like 600, and then I needed to cut that in half, and then like something got lost in translation during the actual roleplay bit. So it was supposed to be like 30 gold, but like my brain just returned the like memory of the silver. I cut that in half, and it was like 300 gold, and I'm like, well, this goblin's impoverished now.
Well, Ywain and I appreciate the, the economy's in shambles, or whatever that meme is.
Yeah. By all rights, that should have been 30 gold to split 3 ways, but whatever. It probably won't be a problem. It will be a problem, actually. This this particular floor is much more generous with the money, and I just gave you like gave you the equivalent of like the entire floor.
Wait, this floor is much more generous. It gives you like 300 gold in the whole floor.
Yeah, but you don't like there are actual places to spend it, and you don't need that much comparatively. But
Well, it will help subsidize our eventual bag of holding that we'd like to get from Spider Daddy.
Depending on how much our buddy wants to chip in, we could afford it right now, but or almost. I don't remember how much gold Dolce has.
I have before this recent edition, it was less than 100.
Okay. We have 115 store credit. I have 140 gold now. And how much do you have now?
I need to do the math. I think it's at least 149 though.
So yeah, depending on how much he wants to chip in, we could afford it, but we don't necessarily need to do that, especially now that there's more shops on this floor.
Well, in your defense, when it comes to business, I feel like there's also some crazy math that I don't think it's even math at that point. I feel like there's all sorts of hidden curses. They're like wizard spells at that point. When I think about all the stuff that I don't understand about like interest, compound interest, and how apparently my money's dying in the bank accounts right now, you know, because it's like losing steam to inflation or whatever. I'm just like, that's not math. That's witchcraft.
Don't conflate banking with business. Business doesn't deal in complicated math. Business only deals in like addition and subtraction. All the complicated shit is the banking industry specifically. That's not always the domain of business majors. Business majors are collectively far too stupid for that. Trust me, I went to school with a lot of them.
Amusing.
As for common variety goods we could use, so Dolce has a bow, right?
Can't use it, but you got it.
And that implies that she has a quiver with a nebulous amount of arrows in it, right?
Longbow, yes. Quiver, it depends because you know our benevolent DM has allowed for fuzziness in that domain. But yes, why do you ask?
I was thinking, in case we're in a situation in which Blockhead is not immediately available, I could use my mage hand to fling arrows from your quiver at enemies, which would still only be a 1d4 damage, but it would be something that I could do.
Ah, right, and it wouldn't. It doesn't. At least to me, it doesn't feel like it would be an abuse of ammunition.
I'm fine with that.
Cool.
I think that's funny enough, and certainly not broken enough. Reese redeemed a hydrate reward, and also told Lightning to float with the store owner again so she can make a joke.
All right, Dolce will go up to Grillbo and say, "Thank you for this transaction. I'm sure this iron is just as lustrous as your wonderful eyes."
The prices remain unaffected.
That's valid. Was worth a shot. I will go ahead and drink right now.
Cheers, bro. I'll drink for that.
I'm hydrating as well.
Water.
Water with mango tropical punch drink mixed in.
Oh man, I'm kind of jealous. Yeah, I just have water. I left all my drinks at work. This is not a shill. I'm not sponsored. But all the sports I've been watching with my friends this weekend, put me in the mood for Gator Light, which is apparently a combination of Gatorade and those specific electrolyte drinks, which was bothering me because Gatorade already has electrolytes in it, and I'm just like, that's just more Gatorade. That's just Gatorade. Anyway, I bought 2 bottles from 7-Eleven today.
Have you had any yet?
I have not. I didn't work out today, so I felt like I would just be drinking like sweet. I felt, and I didn't spend a lot of time out in the heat, so I didn't like sweat a lot. I felt like I didn't actually need the Gator lights. I worked out yesterday. I could have used it then. I almost messaged Pungry to say that I worked out yesterday, actually.
Nice.
But yeah, perhaps tomorrow. It's supposed to be hot AF tomorrow, just like me. Hot AF. Wink. I can't wink with this model, but I'll be able to wink down the line when I get a better model.
Nice. Kids these days with their Gatorade, flavored Gatorade.
As for other stuff, we could potentially... Do you have any rope on you? Do you have a standard adventuring 50 feet of hempen rope?
Yes, I do.
Okay. We could potentially use maybe some ball bearings, a crowbar, pickaxe.
Wait.
A sack.
Pickaxe.
Never know when it could come in handy.
Oh, man, where'd my pickaxe go? Damn. What were the things you said we needed? A crowbar? Wait, I have a crowbar.
Not necessarily, but just worth considering.
Yeah,
Especially since they're so upcharged, but...
I think I might still have a crowbar, actually, because if you might vaguely remember from last session, I considered using it for something, but that might... Oh, for the acid? But I didn't want to, like, waste it.
Yeah, that's right.
But I at least have the crowbar. I'll have to double check because I need to update my Roll20 inventory with my Notepad inventory. I might have the pickaxe from that collapsed mine tunnel that we went through before, but I might not have that anymore. What was the other thing you were mentioning?
Pickaxe, a sack for no particular reason. You never know when you could use one. Let's see. Maybe I'll buy a piece of chalk because it's 1 copper piece and doesn't weigh anything. So I could just leave it in blockhead just in case we need one.
Yeah, given the charcoal I saw in the bas reliefs, I'm sure chalk could be useful.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna buy 2 pieces of chalk.
You said by default they are...
They are 1 copper piece by default.
So that'd be 3 copper pieces for each of them.
Yep. And I'll buy a sack.
We technically might have the sack still that the ingots were, unless that's I'm sorry if that's Yuane's sack. I didn't mean to presume that we had access to Yuane's sack.
It's private property, my good soul.
Dreadfully sorry, Wayne. My bad. Yes, Daffodil, that does seem like a good purchase. The sack?
Alright, I should actually keep track of my weight here. Let's see. I guess all things considered, my gold is already kind of weighing me down.
Well, do you have any other purchases, or is it time for... Wait, did we even get to do... Sorry, the first vendor, Grobo's Finest Goods. Did we? Oh, the second vendor was the classic, like, adventuring table stuff. I'm ready to move on to the third vendor, if Daffodil is.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Again, not that it technically matters, but Dolce will move here with the intention of checking out the third stall and their owners.
Can't really get a good beat on the owners of this stall, as they are decked out in a full set of plate mail armor, or at least that's probably what they're going for. They have a couple different layers of leather armor and have kind of like tied several helmets together to give off the illusion of full plate. Point being, they're selling armor and they are trying to show off their wares.
Ah.
They speak to you and welcome you to their stall, but it's kind of hard to hear through all the various layers of helmet on their face.
I love it. Yeah, Dolce nods, like I do when I think I've heard someone say something, but I haven't at all. Hoping that it wasn't a question. Happens so many times, I hate it.
How can I help you today? It's a pleasure to meet you too. How can I help you today? Lightning just leaves the building.
I went to
How can I help you today? You too.
I would do that. Actually, I went to the gym yesterday, and the elderly lady there said, like, have a good workout, and I said, you too. And then as I walked away, I was like, oh, you know, when you have one. And she said, oh, I did have one earlier. It was really good. I'm like, okay, good to hear. Whew. Whew. This literally never happened to me before. So that shows you how often I go to the gym. That's literally never happened to me before.
Solvo hands you your meal at the restaurant and says, enjoy your food, and you say, I'm fine, thanks.
And you? Well, as far as armor is concerned, I think we kind of did come across those armor from before, like that hide armor that I think Ewain put on. Ewain definitely upgraded armor, and then I think it was a side grade for me at best, so I opted not to go for it.
Yep.
And I don't think I can afford... Well, actually... How much would... If I see studded leather armor, as I look this up, how much would that be?
That would be 135 gold.
Ooh. Wait, did you just say that because I said that I had about 149 gold?
I did not.
Okay. Well, that is a consideration.
All of these goblins sell stuff for triple the asking price.
Oh, Christ. 135. Yep. Oh. Well, I will... This wonderful studded leather armor is a front runner for sure. I'll have to, you know, shop around and decide on a final purchase. So I think that's it from Dolce for stall number 3. She's ready to move on to 4, unless Daffodil or Ewain wanted anything in particular here.
No, I mean, I'd love if I can set a plate mail or whatever, but I don't have 50 million gold, so...
Ewain is the same boat. Ewain is eyeing a set of scale mail, and then he opens his coin purse that is unfortunately lacking.
How much does he have at this point?
Also, 150 gold. He is 27 short.
What does the coin purse look like, if anything?
A small cloth pouch.
Gotcha. Okay, I dig it.
With an unknowable depth to it.
Oh. Just like this person's eyes.
The eyes that you cannot see.
The eyes that are, yes, covered by the 15 helmets that are layered over each other.
Strip away all of the layers of armor, and there's just nothing there. There's no one There's nothing there underneath at all.
We could spot him the 27 gold or whatever you said.
Oh, yes, I would love to. I mean, if he... Yeah, actually.
What's his AC now? Like 13?
His AC right now is 14.
Mhm.
So that would bump his AC up by 2.
Well,
His AC right now is he's got hide armor for 12 plus his dex with a max of 2, and he's got 2 dex mod. So scale mail being 14 plus dex with a max of 2 would get him up to 16 AC. Slightly closer to the ideal of full plate.
well, so basically there are 2 wolves inside me. One wolf says that, as Yuan is the most powerful member of our party and has auto-regenerative capabilities, perhaps the hide armor upgrade is good for now, given our level of economic value. But the other wolf inside of me has inherited my desire to treat people to things, and I am considering handing over the remaining 27 gold.
Yeah, and the other wolf inside of me is like, this dude regenerates health. His AC isn't super important, but it would still help. And it would help if I possess him.
Wait, can you?
So, at the moment, his AC is lesser than yours. Or equal. What's your AC again?
Right now, 15.
Oh, what do you know? Mine is also 15. For now. Once I get that stud of leather armor, it's gonna go up to 16.
Oh, yeah, mine? I should probably buy some studded leather armor at some point.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, wow. I just realized something about myself. As I'm willing to hand over this 27 gold. Oh no. I'm like, Dolce, did you inherit from someone who is not me a desire for people to like you, and thus you buy them things? Yeah, she'll hand over 27 gold.
Nice. Well, however you two decided to split that up, adjust your sheets accordingly, I suppose. And I will delete Yuang's coin pulse.
Oh no, not the entire coin purse.
I thank you both for your generosity. I hope to repay you in time. I hope to repay you both in time. Yuan takes your donations as well as his own funds, hands over his entire self-worth and to the potentially animated set of armor, and claims the scale mail and disappears out the door into this hallway to go change.
Okay. While he is changing, I will wait, because when you're going out with friends shopping, clothes shopping, you gotta see what they look like.
He looks much more imposing wearing a proper set of metal armor as opposed to the kind of cobbled together hide armor that he'd looted from a bloodied and beaten bugbear.
All right, Yuan, you look great. Man, the level of class that your armor exuberates, it's what would you say out of it on a scale, like the class that your armor would exuberate at this point. Unless it's a secret. I could keep secrets, but I understand if you want to keep your secrets.
If I had to put a number to it, I suppose I would put it at 16.
Wow, that you exuberate more class than I do in my armor. Wow.
Indeed.
Dolce nods approvingly and moves on to the fourth stall.
There are 2 goblins manning this stall, as is the standard, as you may have noticed. One of them is busy wrapping a bandage around a couple fingers on the other one, who is trying desperately to stifle some tears. Looking about their wares, it seems pretty obvious that one of the goblins cut themselves on one of the swords that these guys are selling, possibly while attempting to display it for a customer.
Ah, damn. Oh, hey there. Oh, are you all okay?
He'll be fine. Just wish he would stop juggling the daggers for customers.
Oh, that does sound impressive, but also risky. But glad you're okay.
The danger value is supposed to add to the fiscal value. The goblin says between his sobs.
Dolce nods knowingly as she has flashbacks of dangerous people in her life. Well, let me see these wares of yours. Perhaps me purchasing something will make you feel better. I'm a great customer. Don't you just stops her sentence and goes to look at the wares?
Incredible.
She's just as awkward as me. I love it. Oh, unless these are generic swords?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, between all of the various stands at the bazaar, everything from the player's handbook equipment section is purchasable. So this particular stand sells all manner of mundane weapons. Melee weapons, specifically.
Oh. A whip would be tempting. Assuming that's for sale. I don't seem to have a dagger, which is strange, because all my characters have daggers just ready to go.
Yeah, it's a good weapon to have on hand.
Okay. Actually, yes, Dolce, it would be interested if there is a knife or a dagger for sale of some sort.
Well, there is that one, and the crying goblin points to the dagger that he was evidently attempting to juggle. It still seems to be stained with the goblin's own blood. Though examining the dagger point makes it clear that this goblin may just be a very big baby, as there is a tiny drop of blood on this dagger. Suggesting that the cut is itself very shallow.
Wow, look at this. This dagger has experience. It's got class. It's got blood. It's got everything someone needs on a weapon.
This ain't no virgin dagger. This blade has tasted blood already.
Blood for the Bloodlord. How much for the dagger?
6 gold, presumably.
Oh, is a dagger 2 gold?
Yep. 6 gold indeed for the dagger.
Okay. Dolce will hand over 6 gold. As she's interested in the dagger.
The crying goblin immediately stops crying, jumps to his feet,
Oh my God.
hands you the dagger, and takes the 6 gold from your hand. This whole process takes about the same amount of time it takes you to blink your eyes. As soon as, by the time you realize what's happened, the goblin, tears dried from his face, says, "All sales are final."
Yep, that's what I tell people on dates.
And feel
I can
free
respect
to-
the hustle.
Feel free to add the dagger of goblin blood on your to your inventory.
Dagger of goblin blood. Nice. Decided to wield this baby.
I like the word "of" there, implying it's of significance.
That's the idea, yeah.
Alright, well. I assume we've probably found everything we're going to be buying on this trip anyway.
Oh, we have 4 more stalls to be hit.
Is it just more various generic goods?
We've been over this.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, in that case, sure. I think I'm probably good then as well.
Oh, you're not gonna hit up the ranged weapon stall?
You know what? I would like to hit up the ranged weapon stall. Boop. I just imagine, like, because again, this location doesn't matter. Dolce moves up to this stall, and all the ranged weapons that were at the stall, like 2 stalls above her, like magically fly over and replace all the wares at this table, and then the goblins like they grumble and they swap places.
Exactly. It doesn't like teleport or anything though. All the new wares just fly over and it just knocks the original stuff off the goblins here just have to like grumbly pick up all their stuff and carry it over. You approach the stand, and there is a goblin wearing a hat with a single red feather in it. Behind him is a straw bale bullseye with about 16 arrows lodged into the wall, outlining the bullseye.
Well, anyone can hit a bullseye. It's all about hitting around the bullseye that shows that you're, master of your craft.
Exactly. This one gets it. One of the vendors says to his partner. His partner starts rubbing his temples and grumbles under his breath and walks away.
All right. Let's see. What would be for sale other than, I assume, darts? Maybe like a longbow, shortbow, the 3 different crossbows that I don't know the difference to.
Yep. Well, all of them have the loading property. I think the heavy crossbow. I don't really know the significance between the light crossbow versus the heavy crossbow. Other than obviously the fact that the heavy crossbow deals more damage. I do know that obviously the hand crossbow can be wielded one-handed. So it can be dual wielded.
Yeah. Hand crossbow is 1d6 damage, light crossbow is 1d8, heavy's 1d10, and heavy crossbow is, unsurprisingly, heavy. Which means small creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I could not remember if the heavy crossbow if heavy was an actual thing. And also, that's deeply unfortunate because I would love to play a small character that's wielding a heavy crossbow.
I don't think there's a DM on the planet who would enforce that if you really wanted to play that character.
Yeah, probably not.
Was it y'all who tried to use a ballista that I offered as a crossbow?
That sounds like something I would do, but I don't remember that.
I think it was like in that lighthouse where Catman and Joseph were on
Yes! I do remember that now. I think Dr. Rock might have tried to like rip it off and use it as a crossbow or something.
Probably. I was really, really hoping that you would like let me repurpose that into like an actual crossbow and just have it be like, you have disadvantage, you can only make one attack regardless of having the feat, and then it just deals like 2d12 damage or something.
Yeah. That would have
But
been
it's
sick,
like-
but we like looked it up, right? It was like huge and massive or something.
Yeah, like it's a siege ballista, it's like full size, it's like that's the size of a car. You're not doing that. You can't do that. Like, what strength do you need to be able to wield this? It's like, what do you mean? It's a dex weapon. Yeah, but it's also the size of your house. You need 28 strength to be able to wield this.
Okay. So as far as ranged weapons are concerned, are there ranged weapons that exist that aren't like off the top of my head, like crossbows, bows, and darts?
There's the blowgun. There's the net.
Ah.
There's a sling. I really like slings, but there's not really a reason to use them in 5e.
Speaking of, have y'all seen the D&D movie? I forget.
Nope.
Nope.
I see. Okay. Proceed. No reason at all why I asked. I know it's important for Dolce to have ranged options, especially in the event that this one unfortunately goes under, which would switch her to the other Dolce. Isn't a longbow because sword in her hand.
You know what? I'll buy a sling.
Wait, can you use them?
I can't even properly use one, but I'm gonna buy it anyway for some reason.
Okay.
For 3 silver pieces.
I reminded Reese of a character from D&D, and now it's time to rehydrate. It was a fun time watching the movie. Slings can be used. Okay, so actually, it's easier for me to ask. Other than the heavy crossbow, I imagine. Well, maybe not. Which ranged weapons can Dolce not use, since one of her hands is preoccupied at all times?
Any crossbow other than the hand crossbow, any bow, like, period.
A dart would work.
Yeah, I think that's basically it. Thrown axe, throwing a dagger, the darts, even a blowgun or sling, you could justify, like, you only need like an index finger and your thumb to be able to load up the sling. Realistically, you could just use like 2 fingers to like grab a rock and put it in there. So like you like realistically the only ranged weapons you couldn't use would be any kind of bow, light crossbow, and heavy crossbow.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so, you know what? This is a situation in which you could use a sling.
Yeah. Tempting. I'm asking Reese for the aesthetic, which one I should go with. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the stats.
One of my previous characters, Captain Ann, is a pirate captain who fought with a sword in one hand and a flintlock pistol in the other. The flintlock pistol was itself a reskinned hand crossbow. Later on, that flintlock pistol got replaced with a magic revolver called the gun with no name, or the gun that has
that.
And her sword got replaced with a fucking flame tongue. That was one of the most powerful characters I've ever played.
Yeah.
I had so many attacks.
Yeah. The epitome of... I mean this, like, in spite of, or despite the fact that this actually happened in game, but the epitome of girl boss gaslight gatekeep, like, for real. But,
Yeah. You literally got to do that to a couple bandits. It was great.
I love it.
Oh, yeah, and she also had a parrot, whose name was Vice Admiral Vice Admiral Reginald Polly Hendricks III, but we just called him Polly for short. I had a lot of fun with that character.
Yeah, it was great design. Good times. Okay.
I love that group.
Mhm. Me
It's
too.
a lot of fun.
Okay. What would the prices be for the sling and the hand crossbow?
Let's find out. The sling would be 3 silver pieces. The hand crossbow would be, where is it? The hand crossbow would be a lot. I gotta do math on that one, actually. That one would be 225 gold.
Wow. Okay. So, the clear option for me here. Oh, wait, sling. Huh. Sorry, I'm looking at the block. You'll allow me to use the sling as a alongside the sword? Because I'm just comparing the two, and then I do see that hand crossbows are light than slings. But I know we're gonna talk about how you could construe it to be like it's not a.
Doesn't say two-handed.
I think what he's getting at is it doesn't have the light property, so technically he can't like dual wield it. So I don't think. So I'm pretty sure like the idea is like, no, you wouldn't like. It doesn't specify that it's two-handed, so you can use it. But because of the fact that it doesn't say that it's light, I don't think that you could like make an attack roll with it, like with a bonus action without also having a feat to allow that. So like you can absolutely use a sling, but I don't think that it will give you the option to do like melee attack followed by a sling attack. If that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, though you could do that with a dagger. A thrown dagger, that is.
Yeah, but you would have to then go pick it up or get a new dagger.
I see. I'm actually leaning towards the dagger because on my next long rest, I could theoretically bond to the dagger instead of my umbrellas. Well, I can bond to like 2 weapons as an Eldritch Knight. So I could bond to a dagger, throw it as, the attack, and then use a bonus action down the line to retrieve it should I not be in a position to retrieve it easily.
Mm-hmm. It is also worth noting that a hand crossbow has the loading property, so you cannot multi-attack with it without the crossbow export feat, but a sling does not have that property. So you can multi-attack with a sling if you're fighting enemies that are just out of range and for some reason you really don't want to use a cantrip.
Right, I do have cantrips. Oh, sorry, this Dolce has cantrips.
Ooh, yeah, the Dolce doesn't. Other than light, anyway.
Can I ask again then to understand the logistics of how I'd be running the sling? Like, I can't use it as the bonus action attack as part of, like...
Correct.
What?
So, basically, basically, you wouldn't be able to use it as a bonus action attack, but you would be able to use it. I think that you would be able to use it as like probably a regular. Give me a sec. I gotta look some stuff up.
Yeah.
Because I know that you can't just use the hand crossbow for bonus attacks either. That's one of the that is the most important thing that you're getting out of the crossbow export feat, that you can make those bonus attacks with a hand crossbow.
Yes.
So, one sec.
Yeah, bonding to the dagger would be a easy way to have it be reusable.
Yeah.
You need to use a bonus action to do it, so you can't do it 2 turns in a row, but you could 1 turn sword and sword and dagger, then turn to firebolt, and then bonus action to get the dagger back.
Right, yeah, a cantrip or like a spellcasting turn in general could be a great time to use it. Yeah, the sling is tempting because in the D&D movie there is use of a sling that like wowed me. I was like, oh my gosh, I need me one of those. Yeah, leaning towards the sling for sure.
Okay. Ultimately, the conclusion that I'm reaching here is that it looks like realistically you would be able to, like, you could actually like do melee attack and then sling attack. Or you could do like 2 sling attacks if you so chose. The only issue is that you can't get the bonus. You can't get the bonus action attack with the sling.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Would I be able to like do like attack with sword, attack with sling, and then bonus attack with sword?
I don't think so.
Like if
Unless
I use
you're specifically attacking with like your offhand sword, which you don't have out at that point.
So I can bonus
But
action attack if I attack with a sword altogether, but if I interpose the sling anywhere, I can't bonus action attack.
Yeah. Besides like having to switch it out, I'm also pretty sure 2-weapon fighting only works if both of the weapons you're using are light.
Ooh, right.
On that note, does your class feature let you count the longsword as light?
Oh, actually, I know that. Oh no, I know. Intellect Devourer can. I'll have to.
Oh yeah, right. You're an Eldritch Knight now, so yeah, no, you're probably not supposed to do that anyway.
Ah, okay.
Great news. There were no issues then with taking the sling. you don't have to risk losing out on anything.
Yeah, because I don't have a bonus action attack anyway.
Yay! The unfortunate thing is that we have now learned that you have been cheating for the past several weeks, and your character has been killed in Retribution. Anyway, roll a new character. Session's over, everybody.
Well, it does work out because this is the convenient level where I get access to War Magic, where when I use my action to cast a cantrip, such as Booming Blade or Firebolt, I can make a weapon attack as a bonus action.
True.
Oh, which means, could I theoretically cast Firebolt and then make a sling attack as a bonus action?
I think technically no, because you still need a free hand to cast your cantrips. Because I do believe that we determined that even an Eldritch Knight doesn't get away from that fact.
Man, we gotta find a way to remove curse.
Why? What seems to be a problem with that? What?
Wait, does that mean I can't cast Firebolt and then do a melee weapon attack either?
You could do a melee weapon attack with the longsword.
I think what he's getting at is, regardless of anything, he needs the set. Like, if he's holding the sling in one hand, then no, he wouldn't be able to cast cantrips at all. If they have a somatic component to it, anyway. This does raise an important question. For your current character, are you buying a ranged weapon pretty much for the sake of if you die and switch characters again? Because otherwise you do have access to cantrips, which are pretty overtly just better than a sling.
Yeah, because your fireball right now deals 2d10 damage, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think it was primarily for in the unfortunate event that the Dolce switch.
Well, if that's the case, then I would say just pick up the sling and call it good. Because it's probably not going to be really worth using on this version of Dolce, pretty much no matter what. But it will potentially always be useful to have on hand for the other version of Dolce. Though the other version of Dolce does have access to the hand axe of returning, which is also a thrown weapon that you have.
Okay. All right. Well, I will burn bridges about the sling down the line. I think it's not much, so I might as well buy it anyway. As you said, it was 3 silver.
It was only I think it ended up being, I think it's 6 silver in total. Nope, it is 3 silver.
Okay.
Yeah, though apparently just 1 silver originally.
Right, I will hand over the 3 silver.
Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you. Keep that aim steady. He turns around and draws his bow and fires an arrow that goes that hidden packs on the wall a solid 3 feet away from the target.
Nice. Oh, what ammunition does a sling use anyway?
Rock. Technically speaking, I think it uses sling bullets, but you'd be hard pressed to find a DM who's going to be so fucking anal to be like, no, if you don't have sling bullets specifically, you cannot use anything in your sling.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Cool. Thanks. All right. Ranged weapons out of the way. I think I'm good. Woo.
Hell yeah.
All right. Would we like to go north, where they're haphazardly putting stuff together? I presume for this very set of stands, or east, or the door to our south, or the path over there.
I'm curious what they're doing up north, personally.
Okay. Well, then Dolce will beckon Yuane over as the shopping excursion is coming to a close for now. Well, actually, I'm kind of curious about this little alcove here, unless it's like blocked off by security, like we can't go that way.
It does not appear to be blocked off.
All right.
The guards, of course, watch you guys closely as they already will, but they do not stop you. They do not stop you from going down this path.
Ooh, maybe it's the restrooms or something.
Oh yeah, am I able to pawn off my ring of virility?
Oh yeah, you can do that.
You want me to
Huh? Did I give you the value for it?
You did not.
Son of a bitch. Ah, good. Give me a minute. I think I know where you found it. Yeah, boy. Okay, cool. So you're able to find a... Oh, we've gone well past where you guys are now. No. You're able to find a one of the many stalls of goblins is selling jewelry. He looks at the ring and says, a fine silver ring of dwarven make. I'll give you 12 gold, 5 silver for it.
How about 15 gold?
Give me a persuasion check. Don't think that's good enough, but let me check. Holy shit, that's exactly the DC.
Yahoo!
Okay. Drive a hard bargain, but 15 gold.
Damn, how high could I have gone with that 12 persuasion? Anyway.
Delay now, unfortunately.
I'll take it. I'll give him the ring.
Gives you 15 gold.
On that note, I think Dolce is going to have to carry my gold because even with the few items I have, I am pretty close to 10 pounds. And with the weight of the coins, it goes over 10 pounds.
Nice.
Okay. Wait, how much money do you have?
155 gold, 51 silver, and 96 copper. And I think it's like 20 coins to a pound or something.
Ah. Okay. Well, is it okay then if you still keep track of your gold, but like
Oh
easy
yeah,
access?
I'm still gonna keep track of it,
Okay.
but we can just say that you're
Function
carrying
and
my
holding-
share.
Okay.
All right, now we can leave.
All right. Dolce is interested in this door up here.
All right. You open the door to reveal a room filled with iron cages. All of them are empty, save for one, which houses a female goblin.
Dolce will look around before stepping into this room. And she'll call out and say, "Hey, what you in for?"
I was gonna say that.
Were you really?
Yep.
Hey lady, you gotta get me out of here. I didn't do nothing, I swear.
What?
Is she telling the truth?
Oh, absolutely not. She very plainly did something.
What didn't you
Oh my
do?
god, she's adorable.
Yeah, she is adorable. I'm excited for this.
Thank you. I tried very hard. This is the thing that I got distracted on.
Oh yeah.
I drew this character impulsively.
All right, so what didn't you do then?
Yeah, what didn't you do?
Well, I definitely didn't try to steal food from the boss man. I'm plenty hungry, but I would never do anything like that. You gotta believe me.
Boss man has.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
anyway, just knock that lock right. Just knock that lock right off there. It'll be fine. No one will notice.
Were there any guards to this hallway or anything?
They're all guards, but they are not guarding this hallway. All of the guards are guarding the bazaar.
Is the boss man withholding food from people?
For goblins, the boss man withholds everything. That's kind of the whole point of being the boss.
Oh, wait.
Not that I'm bitter. Not that I would take anything from him.
Wait, is the boss man a bugbear?
No. The boss man's, and she holds up both of her hands and does very exaggerated air quotes, human.
Mmm.
She rolls her eyes when she says it.
Mmm.
By the way, do I see anything up north here?
Oh yeah. Up north, you can... Up north, you can see more goblins hammering away. There's one goblin that is holding a scroll and wearing a beaten up leather helmet. He's got a worn leather belt with a couple hammers attached to it, and he's pointing at various other goblins and barking out orders. If you look closely at the scroll, it looks to have a very crude drawing of what appears to be a stage.
I don't know. We're pretty close to some of the other people. They might hear if we smash the lock.
What, those guys in the next room? Probably not. They're busy building that auction stage. The foreman might hear, but he sure doesn't care.
If we decide to free you, what recompense would you have readily available? Perhaps you could show us where the boss man is, yes? Perhaps we could talk to him, make sure that he stops holding out on y'all.
Well, I could certainly show you where he is, though I wouldn't get my hopes up that you'll be able to convince him to change the fundamentals of goblin economics. Other than that, though, I can help you get around this floor of the dungeon. We've all been here our whole lives. We've got a good idea of a good amount of the goings on this floor.
Dolce's already steadying her slingshot, ready to shoot at the lock before she stops herself.
If you got these tools on, yeah, I can pick locks and open stuff up and disarm traps too.
Daffodil, you know things in life. I'm sure you know your way around. Do you have any of these thieves' tools on you?
No, I can't really use them. It'd be pretty hard anyway.
You know what? I bet a nice vendor from the room just to our southeast.
Thieves' tools cost like 50 gold, dude.
Oh my god. All right, never mind.
25 gold, so they'd cost us 75.
75 gold.
And neither of us are proficient in them, I assume.
Dolce is once again holding her sling up towards the lock.
What do you think, Blockhead? Blockhead flies at the lock.
Oh my god, okay,
Miss Dolce, is Blockhead actually a sentient object?
Dolce speaks in hushed whispers to it. I'm not sure, actually. I want to say no, but I can't say it with enough definitiveness.
I see.
The fun thing about Blockhead is that because his face is on all sides, he's always looking at you.
I hate that.
Thank you so much for that visual. I'm just gonna go to sleep tonight, and it's gonna be like a skit of me on YouTube, on the internet, where like Blockhead like slowly raises up from behind the bed to look at me, and is also looking at the viewer.
True.
I mean, technically he probably has a side that has like a sleeping face or whatever, but...
That's cute. I mean, I like the face that when you talk, the one in front. Which would be your cue to... Thank you. Alright, yeah.
Anyway, would I be able to smash the lock with Blockhead?
Yep.
Should I roll, or... does it just happen?
If you want to roll, go for it.
Ooh.
Within about 3 frames of the lock smashing, the goblin girl has kicked the door open, jumped out, landed, and is already stretching. It feels good to be out. Free at last. Free at last. She walks up to Silly Pickles and reaches out a hand to shake, and then realizes that you are a ghost, and just without missing a beat, immediately just walks past you to go shake Dolce's hand.
Dolce shakes back.
Thanks for letting me out there. Thanks for letting me out there, guys. My name is Tix. Pleasure to walk with you.
Ooh. The name's Dolce. Pleasure working with you too.
My name's Silly Pickles.
And I am Elaine. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Tix. Likewise. So you guys will be needing a guide around this here floor, right?
That would definitely help, yeah.
I think that's what we're looking for, yeah. Got a lot of floor to explore, you know?
Right, glad to hear it. Now I gotta say though, I don't walk too cheap, so we gotta bust out some negotiated terms, contracts, if you would. She just immediately pulls out a scroll with a little ink well already, and she's got like a contract for employment ready to go.
Oh.
It's just got like a bunch of blank spaces for like names and stuff.
So, one, I love that. And two, Dolce will say, wait a minute, wasn't busting you out of here the prerequisite for you giving us the tour of this fine place?
I'll give you a tour for free, but if you want my actual services, look, a girl's gotta eat, you know?
What are your services? I'll read the paper.
With a whole lot of very obviously fake legalese, the contract basically goes over the services of Tix the Goblin, including but not limited to guiding you around level 2 of Undermountain to the best of Tix's abilities. Your results may vary. And Tix also offers services for picking locks and disarming traps, though the employer does need to supply their own thieves' tools to do so.
It's a hell of an investment.
I'd happily use my tools from my previous job, but they kind of took a lot of my possessions when they threw me in the slammer.
And what are the rates for picking locks?
What do you mean? Oh, like what's the price of our services?
Correct.
I'll probably ask for some money here and there. I'll let you guys handle the finances for the most part, but every now and then there might be something that I really want or really need, and I'll ask you guys to chip in financially. Anything I find on my own without instructions is fair game for me to keep if I so choose, and otherwise you have to feed me. I demand 3 square meals a day or I walk.
Let me see how many we
Well, 1 day's worth of rations in this place. A ration is 1 day's worth, so that would be 3 meals, I guess. It's 5 silver, which would be 1.5 gold a day. So per long rest, 1.5 gold worth of rations.
Thank you for doing the math.
Look, I'm not making your characters eat rations every day to avoid starving to death. I'm not going to introduce a character to join your party whose terms include prevent me from starving to death and have that be a fiscal drain on your non-existent finances.
Okay, so it's in the contract, but we don't actually need to keep track of it?
Barely need to keep track of anything, you know?
Nah, fair enough.
How much do you have to really keep track of Yelane?
Well, we have to give him a share of the gold.
You have to give him a share of the gold, and then he used that gold to improve the party.
True. So, I'm wondering how much stuff she's going to find without us. Yeah, you do.
You just turn around one day and she's just got a cane that's just diamond studded, and just how do you able to afford that? And she's just I don't know.
Damn, I wish I had a cane like that. Dolce kicks the ground, dust picks up, and she puts her hands in her pockets and walks away. All right, Daffodil, you win. What do you think about these terms? Oh, primarily, again, directed towards Daffodil, but including Yuane as a courtesy more than anything.
It seems reasonable enough.
I, the DM player character, suggest adding the DM's second player character to the party.
A third character gets added to the party, and Quinn just starts making all the party's decisions for us because we're outvoted.
Exactly.
Oh no! Democracy at work, everyone.
God, I love the system.
Honestly, this feels kind of too real sometimes. You know, when I think about how that.
Democracy at its finest.
Yeah, I'm like, this actually kind of feels realistic. Like it could be a thing that's happening, and is a thing that's happening.
It'd be a really entertaining, like, terrible DM's choice to read on Reddit. Just like the party decided that we were gonna start making all of our decisions by via vote, hoping that majority rules would make things a little bit more fair overall. The DM later on added a character to help guide us through an area, and then everyone liked that character so much that he just stuck around. The DM added a couple more characters later on down the road, slowly but surely. Everyone just really enjoyed all of the characters, so they stuck around. Eventually, the DM just started outvoting us on all of our major decisions. Oh,
The long con.
incredible new vectors in railroading. So, are you guys gonna sign the barely legal contract?
Well, can Daffodil even sign the contract?
I can hold a pen.
Okay.
Not that pens exist necessarily, but
Man,
Got a quill and an inkwell.
I wish Dolce had a. Oh, sorry. I looked at my inventory. I saw manacles. I thought it said monocles. I was like, oh, she has monocles she can put on. She will use minor illusion to put an illusion of glasses on her eyes. And Dolce will read over the contract. And I think she's okay to sign it. Wait, can I possibly investigate the contract to make sure it's like that there isn't anything untoward in there, like, oh, signing over your soul again or something like that?
Sure. It doesn't look like there's anything too crazy in the contract. But you're free to investigate more fully if you so choose.
Okay. I think I'll pass. She's investigated it enough, and she will snap her fingers, the illusion of the glasses will fade, and she'll sign. Dolce's gonna be a 2-bedroom apartment for a bunch of demons at this rate, yeah. So there's the demon on the first floor, there's this new party member on this floor. Probably Dolce's gonna meet Yuane's former comrades, and one of them's gonna turn out to be a demon, and Dolce's gonna be like, oh, whoa, another demon?
Incredible.
Sorry, devil.
Excellent.
All right, and she'll hand over the pen to Daffodil.
all right. Sally Pickles will sign the contract too.
Excellent, excellent. Look forward to doing business with you. She rolls up the contract and puts it in a little pouch that she has.
Well, it is unfortunate we don't have any thieves' tools for you at this time.
All good. You're the one missing out on all that potential treasure, not me.
Dolce counts her money.
You seem to be missing a couple coins from last time.
I knew it.
Damn, walks so fast.
I got concerned actually when she went to shake my hand. I was like, oh well. Trust completely. Okay. Well, Dolce will talk it over with Daffodil. Do you think we should muster up the funds? Or do you want to wait and see how this floor progresses?
Let's wait.
Okay. Now is the important matter of how we're going to get out of here. Hopefully there aren't any stitches around, but I do have concerns about going back down south. I would much rather, I think, looking at my mental map as she goes into Minecraft creator mode and hovers above the floor. Perhaps I'd like us to go north and then left and then down. Unless that's the worst idea. What do you all think?
As half of the party, I think
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Dolce will take the lead and step forward this way, kind of like as she's walking through, look around as if she's curiously like admiring the what's happening around here. Like, oh yes, nodding affirmatively at some fine handiwork.
pretty much just as predicted. The goblin foreman, which seems to be the one wearing the old leather helmet and holding the what seems to be a very crude blueprint, acknowledges your presence with a polite but dismissive nod and continues going about barking orders at the various goblin walkers.
Dolce will nod, cause a minor illusion of a hat to appear on her head, like a little beret. She'll like tip it, and she'll keep going.
Milady.
Actually, could I ask Daffodil to choose the direction? I know I originally said left and then down, but like now that I'm seeing on the map this other area, we should probably still go left, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we want to go through this room at all, going left would make sense.
Okay, then she'll go left and then down.
I add a second character for myself to control in the party, and now I have to control a second character. God fucking damn it. What was I thinking?
I appreciate the fleshed out party dynamic that we have, no matter how temporary parts of it may be.
By the way, what's your capability in combat?
That's a good
Nope.
question.
My capability is not.
Cute answer.
Not in the contract, not happening.
Okie dokie.
Don't worry, I've got enough combat capability for 2 women.
Really?
Oh, I get it.
Sorry, what was Dick saying?
She said, which two?
Oh, me and me. Wow, this is the earliest I've ever mentioned anything against anyone. Huh.
Oh, she's crazy. Got it.
Yeah, a little crazy. Dolce sheepishly grins and moves on. Oh, I guess, sorry, I should probably ask. Dolce would ask for Tix's pronouns to be safe.
Oh, she, her, I guess.
Okay. Dolce says, me too. For now.
none of the actual players are using their D&D characters to walk through some gender shit, to my knowledge. So I'm gonna have to make Tix be the one that's walking through some gender shit in this campaign.
Yeah, my gendered work through ones aren't in this campaign.
Good. All right. Actually, one. First off, I gotta change the music.
Goodbye, bass.
Do love the Goblin Bazaar, but we're not there anymore. I might look into new, like, generic wandering the hallways music in the near future, but not right now. All right, where are you now? You guys are going to a new area. Okay. Cool. So, the hallway expands into a full-on room slightly down this path, but then also continues as a hallway even farther down. Wow, I'm already up to 1,000. I'm already up to 1,000 points.
Ah, yeah. Well, that's what happens when because you get 10 every 5 minutes.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah, there's let's see, 10 every 5 minutes. You start with 300 when you follow this channel. If you grow a watch streak, so like show up like a certain number of times in a row, you can get up to 450 extra. Ooh. And Braylif now accumulates at a faster rate because tier 1 subs get 120% channel point growth.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, how many are you up to now?
I'm up to 1,000.
Oh boy. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for these redeems.
Yeah, I haven't been diligent clicking on the redeems.
If you I don't know what your opinion is on extensions, but you can use the Better Twitch TV extension to automatically claim channel points on channels that you're watching.
Interesting.
Okay, this hallway and this door looks significant. Oh, is there a description for this room before I proceed with my intention to travel more west?
It's not a description, strictly speaking. Yeah, the last campaign, Ghost of Saltmarsh, actually had full-on descriptions for me to read out for rooms. This one does not do that, and I'm starting to think that that particular approach for pre-made adventures might be itself the oddity, but I don't know. But this room is largely empty and vacant, but in the center of this room there is a rusted iron hand pump and a deep stone basin. That seems to be all that's in this room, though.
Oh, that looks pretty interesting. Dorothy's kind of tempted, and she'll look over at Daffodil for approval before making her way down.
Yeah, so Pickles will nod.
Right. Why don't you come along in case we need your higher passive perception?
Yeah.
All right. If I can get to it a little bit more, if I can get to it safely, I'd like to give it a closer look to see if I know it's rusted, but is it usable?
It is usable.
Well, should I get pumping?
Sure.
Okay. Dolce will reach over to the not suspicious rusted iron hand pump and attempt to pump it.
Roll me a d4.
Okay. Oop. Ooh. Uh-oh, unless that's bad, then oh.
Nice. With your action, you're able to pump 5 gallons of potable water into the deep stone basin.
Ooh. Potable water. Dolce will drink some, sure.
Tastes pretty good.
Nice. She'll like fill up her water skin with some. I think she has one. Yes, she does. She'll fill up her water skin. She'll like, hey, look, water. So stuff. Okay. Hey, you what? Okay. Dix, look, water.
It's funny that you should mention Tix because Tix is already drinking it.
Nice. Okay. Well, now that we have hydrated, I kind of want to head down.
Sounds good to me.
Excellent. Party is now consisting half of living characters and half of undead characters.
Yeah, Dolce isn't the only living character anymore. Woo!
We now officially, for the first time, have a member of the party that has not yet died that we know of.
That we know of.
By the end of this, Tix is going to be a zombie. Dolce is going to be a vampire.
Dwayne will ironically have been brought back to life.
I love that you said that my character Dolce would be a vampire, which is one of my favorite. Yeah, as Reese is right as I say this, Reese is saying, "Oh, vampire Dolce eyes emoji." Yep, that's exactly how I'm feeling.
Blockhead's going to be a lich.
Nice.
I love the implication that Blockhead's a caster.
Nah, he'd be some kind of golem, probably.
Flash Golem.
Yes. What is wood but the flesh of trees?
Exactly.
You're not wrong.
Nope. The path extends into a hallway that goes 2 ways. Actually, give me a sec.
Mhm.
Wanna check vision radius. Okay. Off to the west, the hallway expands into another large room, and farther down goes into yet another room. So no matter what way you go, the hallway does end soon.
Okay. Because there's a door over there, I actually want to go left.
Go on the left? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right. What do we see here? If anything.
This room is filled with dusty tables and cauldrons. It has a, somewhere now, it has a stone hearth which has gone cold. Piled atop the tables are alchemical tools and equipment. All of it seems to be ancient, possibly to the point of being unusable.
Dolce minor illusions glasses back onto her head, and she'll say, "I'm a bit of a scientist myself," and she'll step closer into the room. She'd like to see if there's any alchemical, like, if there's anything usable still around. Perhaps a stray potion, perhaps equipment that is still usable. Just something salvageable from here. It's the second floor, so it's not as fully salvaged as the first floor, but was curious.
Alright. So you looking around, moving stuff around then?
Yes.
Okay.
I say with increasing concern in my voice based on your question.
Found reasonable, but it's too late now.
Oh well.
Unfortunately, you are not able to find any usable potions in here.
Okay.
You are able to hear something move around in the next room over, though.
Might as well check it out.
Dolce will pull out a dagger in her left hand just in case something bad will happen.
This room is, or at the very least at one point was, a kitchen. There are pots and pans strewn about the room. And as soon as you guys step into the room,
Uh-oh.
a lid flies off of one of the pots, and a ghostly figure flies out the top of it, screaming.
Oh no.
Why don't we go with this?
Shit, I forget which one these are. We fought these before. Not in this campaign, but in a different one.
As Dolce, wait, no, that was Solstice. I know this creature very well, and that's only because Solstice almost died to one. And also because I've run them before. I don't remember exactly. I get scared as Solstice seeing this.
This purplish ghost flies out the top of this pot, wailing at all of you, and then it looks about the room and raises its arms up above its head and makes some kind of low moaning sound. And as it does, various pots and pans around the room begin to shake and come to life.
Oh no! Oh, is the 2C? I assume that's the room? The 2C has shown up as a token. I assume that's the room.
The fuck is with these super fast
Oh
pots
my
and pans?
gosh!
What in the fuck?
Sorry, let me do this.
Those things count as tokens that are hidden on the layout, on the GM layout.
Oh, that's some of the most unlikely dice rolling I've ever seen in D&D.
Nice. Silly Pickles, you're up.
Despite all that, I still go first. All right. Silly Pickles is gonna see this and go, "Hey, I'm the one who's supposed to fling shit around," and so she's gonna fling blockhead at the specter. "13 bludgeoning damage, and it counts as magical now."
Oh, I was about to ask. Oh, nice. Congrats.
Ooh, nice.
And then it's gonna go again for another 9. And that will be it for my turn.
That's also it for the fight.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Huh. Huh.
All right, well then, I reiterate, I'm the one who's supposed to fling shit around. Bitch, and then Blockhead just fucking obliterates this thing.
As you fucking obliterate this spectre with two flings of Blockhead, the pots and pans that had begun ominously floating above their various tables and trays just kind of clatter back down to the surfaces they rested on about 2 seconds prior. Yay.
Yahoo.
Good job, Blockhead.
Incredible.
See, like I said, Daffodil fights enough for 2 women.
Well, that was supposed to be the boss fight for the floor, so might as well just give you guys the level up.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've learned from the 2 times earlier in the session that I was tricked and highly gullible. I actually almost believed you, but didn't fully.
Thankfully, no. The Spectre is not the boss of this floor. Though I was admittedly hoping to at least do something, considering how much time I spent on those fucking tokens.
DM rolls 3 natural 20s and a 19 for initiative. Does not get to act in the battle.
Incredible.
So is there anything cool in this kitchen now that there's only one ghost in here?
Well, this decrepit kitchen contains an oven range, a washing basin, a hearth bearing a covered cookpot, and, well, not anymore, and shelves filled with pots, pans, and cooking tools. Other than that, there does not appear to be anything of wealth or value in the room.
Alright. Well, I guess there's no food in here for ticks, but we'll find some.
Yes. I'm sure I can smell it in the next room over. Dolce takes a big whiff.
And I guess I'll open the door.
Oh, wait, give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The door to this room bears a sign written in common that reads, Calabash's room. Do not enter unless your name is Halistar. Underneath that, in more hastily written on there, it at the very bottom it says, or Calabash.
Wait, Alistair? Like Alistair Blackcloak? Oh man, we found the boss room already. Oh man.
Disregarding the clear instructions on the sign, Silly Pickles opens the door, and in the room you're able to find a dusty bed. Let's see. There's a dusty bed with its headboard against the north wall. At the foot of the bed rests a wooden chest. There is a desk in the southeast corner with stacks of musty old tomes atop it. And in the center of the room, there is an old rug woven with arcane symbols.
Oh man. Oh.
Arcane symbols, huh?
The first wolf inside of me is like, don't go in there. It's cannot animate an attack. But the second wolf in me is like, wait, arcane symbols. I actually kind of want to check those out.
Yeah. I don't know if it's metagaming. If I don't know if Silly Pixel would know what a rug of smothering is.
Let me think about it. Well, in any case, there's at least a chest at the foot of the bed that I wish we had thieves' tools for. You know what? I kind of want to go back and buy... You know what? I will step into the room. Oh.
Oh, sorry. Don't worry about that.
I love doing that. I'm interested at least looking at the chest at the foot of the bed. If it's in a, like, somewhere.
Just play exactly one note of one of the combat songs and then just immediately switch back. Oh, sorry about that, misclick.
It's at the north wall. I'm probably gonna accident. You know, I will try. Can I get to the wooden chest without stepping on the arcane rug, or the arcane symboled rug?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to make my way to that chest and inspect it.
Let's say that the arcane rug is, let's say, here. We'll put the bed there. Put the desk here. And we'll put the chest down.
Thank you, I really appreciate that.
Welcome.
I'll stop here.
Okay. Let's see. All right. The wooden chest is of solid construction, and it has on it a glimmering steel lock right in the front.
I don't remember if... Does the lock look like it's attackable?
Anything is attackable.
That is true.
Even I, dear children, am attackable. That would be assault and battery, and is in fact frowned upon in most countries.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll ask Daffodil and potentially Tix, like, hey, there's a chest here, got this steel lock on it. I figured I'd give it a whack, but what do y'all think?
Boy, that's a real nice lock. Sure would be nice if we had anyone in the party that could pick those sorts of things.
Sure would be.
Hey, where'd your accent go?
I don't know.
Well, maybe there'll be enough gold in this chest to buy some lockpicks.
Maybe.
Okay.
I can't even remember the fucking accent I did or how to do it anymore.
Actually, Daffodil, could I have you... If anyone's gonna take a whack at it, I feel like you're probably better.
We do have a crowbar,
Oh.
and you're the only one who could use it.
So
Well, I guess of the party, Yawain would be probably the most handy with a crowbar.
Potentially, yes.
Hey, Yawain, you want to try and crack that chest open?
I might as well give it a shot.
Okay, Dolce will hand over the crowbar. do we have to roll or?
I'm looking at stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this is the intended way to go about this, but yeah, I'll allow it.
Ooh.
Because of the fact that he's using the crowbar, I guess that'll break open the lock. Also, give me a sec.
Oh boy.
As Ewan pries open the lock with the crowbar, it blasts him with a small lightning bolt for 6 damage.
Sorry about that.
Which I assume is instantly healed back.
Which is healed back about 6 seconds later.
Dolce still profusely apologizes. She should have checked out the chest a little bit more closely.
Oh wow, I guess that's a double reason why you should probably be cracking open other locks now.
In all fairness, you did just hire someone. You did just hire someone for the express purpose of opening these sorts of locks. Ideally, without one of us taking damage.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't downplay your injuries like that. But you know what I mean.
I do. Well, you got your party member almost killed opening this treasure chest. Might as well go figure out what's in there.
Right. Dolce will step forward and peek inside the chest.
The chest is empty, save for a note written in common that reads, "Retirement fund. Don't spend this on ale, Calabash."
Dolce will relay this to the rest of the party.
How much is it?
It was an amount. It's all gone. It's been eaten up by inflation.
Oh yeah, that happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That most certainly does not happen. Tex chimes in.
I think that Dolce will relay my current theory. I mean, the obvious theory that Calabash has been spent all of the retirement money.
Shame. We could have used that retirement money.
That's right. You know, I plan to retire real soon. Dolce looks at the camera.
I plan to retire about exactly 1 day after my death.
Also, Reese, thank you for the lyric. Yes, we'll be sure not to die. Unless, of course, Tix dies. Which would then have Tix tied with Yuane for the second most deaths in the party, right? Behind... Are Silly Pickles and Dolce tied for first place? I forget.
First place in what?
Deaths.
Yes? Yeah. As far as we know, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I would like to make my way over this way. If Yuane will grant me passage by it safely. With the intention of checking out... I'm sorry, you said this was the desk?
I did indeed.
Okay, I'd like to check
Dwayne will not grant you safe passage. He's still upset about the chest. He pushes you onto the rug of smother.
Oh no!
Let's see. Okay. So you're checking out the desk then?
Yes, I'd like to.
The desk has 20 old books on it.
Right. Any books in particular look interesting as I take a closer look?
Well, that first one is empty. Completely blank. As is the second. And the third. And the fourth. And the fifth. And the other 15 as well. There are 20 old blank books on this desk.
Maybe it's some sort of...
Oh, he was a poser.
Oh, I was thinking maybe if we set one on fire, it will reveal text on the pages.
Or that, yeah, you could try that.
Wait, what were you gonna try?
Well, sorry, holding up fire to reveal secret ink on the pages. Probably not what was happening here, but...
That is a clever idea. The wrong idea that doesn't accomplish anything, unfortunately, but it's a clever idea nonetheless.
Alright, well... Nothing in the books. Is there anything like in a desk drawer or like any secret mechanism on the desk?
Nope, there are no desk drawers. It's pretty much just a piece of wood sitting on top of two other pieces of wood. You could potentially sell the books. That's about it.
Oh, selling the books, you say? Well, actually, I don't want to anger this room's inhabitants. I will just leave this desk be. Muse to myself how they need an IKEA down here.
You know what I like a lot more than knowledge? This 20 books I can sell for money, yo.
I appreciate it.
I'll also make sure the chest is closed. Oh, is there anything under the bed?
Nothing under the bed, no.
Okay. Well,
I love how comically you're avoiding this rug.
You know what? I am kind of curious about the... Can I look at the arcane symbols from here as I squat down?
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
Ooh.
You can deduce with your knowledge of the arcane that the symbols are gibberish that mean nothing, and this particular rug was probably made basically just for sale to sell to people that want to look more wizardly.
Ooh. Looks over at Daffodil, who posited the original theory that there was a poser present. Poser confirmed, Daffodil.
That being said, through your examination, you're able to see a tiny little smudge of red peeking out from underneath the rug.
Oh.
Aha!
Hello there, I will say. Wait, smudge of red. Sorry, wait.
Yep.
Oh. Like blood?
Potentially. It's hard to tell, what with the whole rug on top of it.
True.
Yeah, we should roll up the rug and look.
Do you see that in character?
No.
Okay.
I mean, in all honesty, I don't know if Silly Pickles would know what a rug of smothering is. The blood is suspicious.
Assuming it is blood.
True. I'm assuming it is blood.
Damn, I wish I pressed hesitation.
Just clean it up immediately.
Say, oh man, look at this mess down here under this rug. Better clean it.
Use prestidigitation to flavor the blood.
To warm the blood.
Chill the blood. Prestidigitation to cool someone's blood, killing them instantly.
Yeah, that's some fun.
Yeah, it's classic D&D online discourse.
Yeah. Common or railgun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're done in this room, unless there's a trap door under this rug. It's really tempting. It's really tempting to like.
There's probably nothing under the rug, but like, we gotta try, right? Fighting rugs of smothering is really fun anyway. So.
Man, I wish I had a mage hand. Okay.
I mean, if you.
Well,
one of you.
Do you say that in character?
One of you literally does.
One of us literally does what? Sorry.
Have mage hand.
Okay, Dolce will step back and allow mage hand to go to work here,
How
unless
do you
the rug is
think
heavy.
I've been moving everything?
Sorry.
I assume the rug is more than 10 pounds.
Any given corner isn't.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Ooh, science.
So the Pickles will try and lift up the corner of the rug with blood under it.
Again, just very bold assumption that this is blood. Anyway,
And that it's already
Is it not blood?
smothering.
so when you lift up the rug, it's still a little hard to tell if it's blood or paint. But there is some. It looks, from what you can see in this corner, there does appear to be a circle drawn underneath this rug that almost matches the dimensions of the rug itself. There is, within that circle, there seems to be a second smaller circle, and in the space between those, there's some kind of writing that Silly Pickles isn't really able to identify, but they look like they're more arcane symbols.
And the rug doesn't do anything.
Dog does not do anything.
Fair enough.
Let that be a lesson to you about your assumptions.
Yeah, fair enough.
Walk into a room in D&D, there's a rug in the room, and everyone in the party immediately sets the rug on fire. The woman who has invited you into her home demands that you pay for a new rug.
In fairness, if you compiled all of the dungeons over the years, that's where the room description specifies a carpet on the floor, and then counted up which ones are rugs of smothering, you probably have a pretty good... Setting them on fire is probably statistically a pretty good call.
It's like the idea of adventurers doing that in a regular person's house, though. Because they only encounter rugs in dungeons, and they are always rugs of smothering, and then you just go to, like... you just get invited to the king's castle, and there's, like, this big, fancy, ornate rug leading up to the throne, and you just set it on fire as soon as you walk into the room.
Then again, it could also be a magic carpet.
The only other possible option.
Oh my god, is this a magic carpet? I jump on the carpet. I start flying away.
I mean, well, you can't jump. You're a ghost. You don't have feet. You made the intentional choice to make your character a bedsheet ghost, so...
Correct.
So you can't really jump, unfortunately. You also can't fly.
Not yet. Well, I can now. I found a magic carpet.
Yep, exactly. The rug does not seem to do anything, and unfortunately, it also does not fly away.
Anyway, so Pickles will say, "All right, well, it's probably safe, so one of you guys could probably move it out of the way completely so we can see what the symbol is."
Dolce will roll the rug up like a burrito. So move it out of the way. If possible.
Yep, it's possible. Right. Perfect. So you're able to roll up the rug and move it away, and revealing what appears to be some kind of magic circle underneath. True enough, there are in fact arcane symbols written throughout this this magic circle, though some of the magic symbols seem to be missing. This circle seems incomplete for some reason.
What are the symbols made out of again? Like, or are they marked with?
Either blood or red paint.
Sorry, I was thinking about that chalk that Daffodil bought. Dolce thinks, ooh, I have blood.
Yeah, we could try and finish it if you want. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I am curious.
I also I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm also curious. Well, looking at it, does it look like we'd be able to know what filling in? Because there's a difference between filling it in, like, if we know what it would be finished with, and then not knowing.
As a matter of fact, that Arcana roll that you rolled earlier is exactly what you need to roll to know exactly what symbols to write in here to finish whatever this spell is.
But
I'm
You're
ready.
able to identify the patterns necessary to guess what symbol you need to include next, though the actual purpose of the circle eludes you.
was
It
just about
looks
to
like
ask,
it
thanks.
might of itself be some kind of experiment.
Fuck it, this seems like a good cliffhanger to end on. Let's fill out this circle.
Dolce will. I feel like, well, if Dolce dies, hopefully, this sounds so mean. Hopefully, Daffodil dies too. We'll see what happens. Dolce will step into the circle because I think she'll need to, or maybe she shouldn't be in the circle. Oh God. Dolce will. Man, I think she'd be too. She will. Is it possible for her to fill out the stuff from the outside of the circle, or do you think that she'd have to step into it?
I'm incredibly tempted to say that you have to step into it, but if you think your character's too much of a coward and they are able to write arcane symbols upside down, then feel free to have them. Then feel free to have her do it from outside.
You know what? The upside down thing has convinced me. She'll step into the circle and she'll start filling in. Well, she will take out her fancy new dagger. And then she will kind of like accidentally grip a little bit too hard with her hand. We'll say her left hand.
Okay. As it turns out, that dagger actually still has that drop of goblin blood.
I was
on it.
wondering if that'd be enough blood though to write. If it's gonna be enough blood, I'd probably use the goblin blood, which would probably fuck over that other goblin somehow, which is probably a bad idea. But is there enough for me to finish it with just this amount of blood?
Well, it's a pretty small drop of blood.
Okay.
Though it doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably add some Dolces to it, so she'll nick herself and she'll start finishing out the circle.
Excellent. Well then. Would you like to see what happens next, or would you like to leave this on a cliffhanger?
I'll defer to
Fuck it.
Brayliff.
Let's see what happens.
Alright, I would love to see what happens.
Alright. 1 second then. I lost what room we're in. There we go.
I'm glad it's prepared, because if it were me, it would be a forced cliffhanger because it wouldn't be prepared yet.
Yep. As soon as you finish the filling out the arcane symbols in the magic circle, the entire circle glows red, and in a brief flash of red light in the middle of the room, a human mage appears before you.
Oh, no.
The most immediately recognizable fact about him being that he is very evidently drunk. And I think that's where we're going to leave it.
Oh man, I'm excited. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Floor 2, baby!
Drunk is going to be so fun to play against. We'll see what happens. Nice. Well, I look forward to next time. I'm pretty sure I'm good for next week.
Are you good for Friday?
Yes, I should be good for Friday. I'll let you know if anything comes up, but no trips are planned, so...
That's good.
Alright, let me put this under overlay back on. Fadoop. Alright, any last words before we wrap it up?
No, I don't think so. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yes, everyone, thank you for stopping by. Near, far, wherever you are. I don't know why I started singing.
Why not?
It was a fun session. I'm happy that we're on floor 2. Got shopping. I always love shopping. Got a new party member. I love new party members, especially. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys had fun with it.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. Floor 2 is already really exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited about floor 2. I'm glad you guys like ticks.
Yeah, I'm a big
Yeah,
fan of
it's
ticks.
adorable.
Yeah, I saw the art. I was like, oh, hello. I look forward to meeting ya. And then the whole thing about the it's a fun character to have around.
Yeah. Here's hope.
All right. Actually, I might try to raid us into someone. So, again, to recap, we'll do some journeys through the Radiant Citadel on Friday. We'll do more Dungeon of the Sad Sage next Wednesday. And as always, I always say this, I'll try to sneak in a non-D&D stream perhaps tomorrow, because it's Thursday. So today, now, for us on the East Coast, or for me on the East Coast at least, it is April 20, which is the, I think it's the 33rd or 23rd and 33rd anniversary of Fire Emblem. So it's a, they've been around for 33 years. They almost died one time, and then they're back and better than ever, and nice and strong and stuff, and out there and doing the fun things. Half war simulator, half romance dating sim. It's a good time.
Yeah.
We'll probably raid into Jay. They are doing an asynchronous Paper Mario Randomizer League race. So I guess no backseating. It's chill time, chill vibes in there. So figured, it's been a long day, week, or life for some of us, as we talked earlier. So yeah. Thanks for being here, Reese. Thank you for the sub. Rayleigh, thank you for the sub as well. And Pretzel, if you're watching this from the future or the past or whatever, thank you for the sub as well. I look forward to, doing more fun things now that we're affiliated on here. So that'll be fun. Catch y'all next time. Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.